So today we are here with Mars.
Hi.
Meet Mars. So Mars, tell me about your name change.
Well, there's not a whole lot to say because not everyone has a whole journey. I just felt like Maddie didn't fit anymore. Which, by the way, not every trans person is comfortable with sharing their dead name.
Right.
But I don't see Maddie as a dead name, for me at least.
Okay.
It's just kind of that Maddie is put in a box. She existed, but not anymore.
Okay. And for people who don't know what dead name is,
A dead name is used to refer to the name that a trans person was given at birth, like the name their parents gave them, that they no longer use.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Sorry, our dog is making a ruckus. Okay, well that explains it. And I know you use new pronouns.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So I use all pronouns. Like, I don't super care how people refer to me.
Okay.
However, I do have preferred pronouns. I prefer they and he. Although I don't really care if like people I don't know use she, because like I know I do kind of present very feminine. But for people that I do know and know well, I would prefer that they use they, he. And what that means is like most people's pronouns, like they don't like to be referred to as preferred because those are their pronouns.
Yeah, because I know when I've used that before, I hear people, it's like, no, don't say preferred. Okay.
But for me, that's how I best explain it.
Okay. Because every person is different.
Yes, because every person is different.
Okay, that sounds good. And you know what, we didn't even, let's back up. So tell me about, if you're comfortable, about your gender identity.
Well,
how long do we have? Okay.
It's kind of complicated, and at least for me,
Okay.
I find it a lot harder to explain it to people who aren't also non-binary.
Sure. So non-binary.
Yeah, non-binary is the best
Okay.
umbrella term for me. But I also kind of like just feel like I don't really need a label. Like,
So-
non-binary is the best like non-label thing that I can use for people who I don't have time to explain everything to.
Okay.
But
sorry, Ribby, stop.
I just
Okay.
am a person.
Okay. So non-binary, for people who might not be familiar with that term, what does that mean for you?
For me, it means that I don't conform to any gender stereotypes,
male,
roles.
female, wherever,
Although,
anywhere on the spectrum.
lately, I mean, as evidenced by the they, he,
Okay.
lately I felt a little bit more towards the masculine side. But I still, how do I word this? I still don't like feel like I conform to like what most people think of when they think of boys and men.
Okay.
I made a joke earlier. I feel like actually no, someone described this on TikTok the other day that I felt was really like a good, like I sometimes feel like a boy that's written by a woman. You know, like where you can, it's not like the best explanation, but someone said it like offhand and I was like, I kind of like that.
Okay. Written by a woman.
Because like there's a running joke about literature and how men write people.
Yeah.
We all know how men write women, but like how women write characters. I feel like I just feel like that's kind of a cool way to describe it.
Ruby, hush. Sorry. Well, that's a hush. That's a good way to describe it. I like that. Okay. Well, that's it. I just wanted to introduce you as Mars and hear about your pronouns, and maybe tell a little bit about, for people who may not understand, about name changes or pronouns or using multiple pronouns.
We didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah, using multiple pronouns. People have asked me, like, if you're they, he, people have said like, well, do I use all of them all the time? Like, they, he are going to the store.
Yeah,
they, he are getting their haircut.
You don't need to do that.
Okay.
All you need to do is just use them both. Like when sprinkle them in.
Okay.
So like I could say like like a lot of my friends use they, he. So like when I talk about like say my friend Ollie, I'm like they really like the color green, and he's working at admissions right now. They hate it there.
Okay.
He has really cool shoes a lot, stuff like that. Just kind of like you don't have to like think about it in like I just use they, so no I have to use he. You can just kind of whatever feels right in the moment. And although that can change for some people, like you could probably notice that some people put they before the other one. So like that typically means that whichever one comes first typically means the one that they like the most. Not always. That's the way it is for me.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. And I'm getting used to he because that's new for you. So I'm working on that. And when I mess up, then I'm trying to correct myself, both for name and for pronouns. But I'm trying. I'm working on it. So I'm trying hard. So, okay. All right. So that really is it. Anything else? No? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for talking with me about that. And this was a good conversation. So as always, love and support your kids. Thanks. Till next time.